All right, let's talk about 2026. If you're serious about making it your best year yet, you know you need a real competitive edge in this market. The question is, what's yours going to be? So, what's it going to be for you? What's that one thing that's going to set you apart and really drive your business forward? Is it your tech stack, your work ethic, maybe your network? But what if I told you the most powerful edge isn't something you can buy, it's something you learn? Yep, it's that simple. The answer is having better ideas, better strategies. It's about constantly soaking up knowledge from the people who are absolutely crushing it in this industry. That is the real fuel for growth. So, where do you find it? Well, you're looking at it. Podcasts, you guys, are one of the most powerful coaching tools we have, period. They give you direct access to top performers. I love how one source put it, it's coaching on demand, inspiration on repeat. How good is that?
Okay, so let's get into it. We've handpicked 9 essential podcasts for you, and we've organized them into a super strategic toolkit. We've got 3 key areas for your business, and then we'll wrap up with an action plan so you can get started like today.
All right, first up, mastering your modern marketing. This is all about those client-facing activities that bring in new business. We're talking creating content, generating leads, and really building your brand for 2026 and beyond. Kicking things off, we have the walkthrough. Now, if you want actionable, I mean step-by-step strategies for creating content that actually gets seen and works, this is your show. The hosts are total masters at breaking down viral videos and explaining exactly why they connect with people. It's a playbook for real. Next, if you're getting serious about video, and you should be, check out RevV. What's awesome about this one is that the hosts are in the trenches, doing this stuff themselves. They're active practitioners. That means you get a uniquely practical plug-and-play guide to what's working on YouTube, Reels, and all that short-form video right now. You know, you can't talk about modern marketing without talking about AI. Real Estate AI Flash is your go-to guide for how agents are actually using it, not just talking about it, to be more efficient and profitable. The host gives you the practical playbooks you need to stop feeling overwhelmed by AI and actually start implementing it. Feeling like digital marketing is just a lot? Yeah, I get it. You need to listen to the Neil Dingra Show. His superpower is taking all these complex concepts and making them incredibly simple and repeatable. It's an absolute goldmine for agents who just want proven systems that work. And rounding out our marketing section is Stay Paid. I love this one because it's the perfect mix of fresh ideas and the motivation you need to actually go out and do them. The hosts cover everything from lead gen to mindset with some amazing industry leaders. It's just a really well-rounded show. Okay, but here's the thing. All the amazing marketing in the world won't do you any good if your business can't handle the new clients it brings in, right? That's where solid operational systems come into play. So this next batch of podcasts is all about building the backbone of your business for scalable, predictable growth. First up in this section is the Classic Ninja Selling Podcast. If your goal is to build a sustainable, long-term business that's based on relationships and referrals, not just chasing the next lead, this is for you. It's a proven roadmap for providing incredible client care, which, as we know, is the key to a business that lasts. All right, but what if you want to scale, like really scale? The Millionaire Real Estate Agent Podcast is absolutely essential listening. It doesn't matter if you're a solo agent looking to make your first hire or a team leader thinking bigger. This show breaks down the exact systems and leverage that top teams use for massive growth. And then, of course, there's the Tom Ferry Podcast Experience. Look, if you only have time for one podcast a week, this is probably the one. Tom's interviews are fast, they're super tactical, and they're just packed with insights from the absolute titans of the industry. It's called the gold standard for a reason, people. So, let's recap. You've got your marketing humming along, your systems are dialed in, but what's that final piece of the puzzle? It's your mindset. This is all about expanding your vision of what's even possible. And honestly, this might be the most important piece of all. So, I've got a question for you. What do you think is the single most valuable podcast an agent could listen to? You probably have a few names popping into your head right now, maybe even some we just mentioned. But what if I told you the show that could have the biggest, most profound impact on your business isn't even about real estate? Yeah. Sometimes the most powerful tool you can find comes from looking completely outside of our own industry. And that podcast is called Founders. The host, David Senra, literally just studies the world's greatest entrepreneurs. We're talking historical icons. And here's why this is so critical. You are not just an agent, you're a founder, you're building a business. Listening to the show gives you perspective, it stretches your vision, and it will help you think on a completely different level. It's a game changer. Okay, so we've just gone through this incredible list of resources, but let's be real. Knowledge without action is just trivia, right? So in our final section, we're going to build a super simple action plan to turn all this listening into real, tangible momentum for your business. We've just covered 9 powerhouse shows that are basically a complete curriculum for your growth in 2026. But please, don't feel overwhelmed. You don't need to listen to all of them at once. In fact, you absolutely shouldn't. So let's keep this really, really simple. Here is your 4-step plan. Step 1, choose one focus area. Is it marketing, systems, or mindset? Just pick one. Step 2, pick one podcast from that category. Just one. Step 3, listen to one new episode this week. And step 4, and this is the most important part, listen up, implement one idea you learn. That's it. Momentum begins with a single, simple action. And that right there is the real takeaway. It's not about how many podcasts you listen to, it's about what you do with what you learn. So as we wrap this up, the question I want to leave you with isn't just what will you listen to, it's which new idea are you going to act on first?